Hello and welcome to my Champions of Blood Bowl League. My name's Lee, better known on the PS4 as Bernie Buffon. And basically, just for this video, we're just going to talk about a few things about the PS4 League and stuff, and then later videos, I'll be doing things like making your own teams, give you tactics and help, and various other stuff. But let's get on with it. So, why did I decide to do my own league? Well, there's a few things. First of all, we'll go to one of the most annoying things. I got the game, obviously, but it first day out download, and for the first, I think now about a month and a half, 2 months, I played on, let's have a look, the Veterans ladder. If I've still got a team in there, there they are. The tree hugging hipsters. Let's go on there. And as you will see, there we go. Tree hugging hipsters there. Played 18, won 18, and obviously I've got my favourite team, Fly and Eagle in second there. So obviously, I was expecting, obviously, in this league, because you pay 20 science to get into it, that you would every month or every 2 months, Cyanide would then take the top ranking teams into these cup competitions, and you know, then you'd play off knockout football, and it'd be good, and there'd be a transfer market, because obviously Cyanide all they've been going on about is this transfer market, and I've not been involved in one since I've been here. Well, not cool. You know, because we've got age and everything and all that, so you'd think they'd at least do a transfer market. So obviously, we are still waiting. Hang on a minute. So there's my 6-year-old in the background there playing his game. So, like I said, there you go. There's my two. If anyone thinks I'm farming, by all means, go into the history of the two teams and you'll find they're not farmed at all. It's just hard work getting there. And obviously I've got my fade contract killers there in fourth. But yeah, so obviously this was basically going to be my main game play. And I'll tell you why I was annoyed. I wonder if they took off yet. There you go. So as you can see, it says the official Blood Bowl 2 League, the free ladder is open competition where you can play without pressure. The veteran ladder enables the best team to receive an invitation for official tournaments such as the Superstar ladder. So that's the bit we're looking at. The veteran ladder enables the best team to receive an invitation for official tournaments. Now, when I went onto the Blood Bowl forums on my PC, they didn't have a clue about it. They said no, it's the veterans ladder isn't for that. It's just for fun, and there isn't going to be any cup competitions or anything. What is just another reason why, you know, people get annoyed with Cyanide. It's there, so it's there. There's no one in it. You can't get in it. It's invitation only. But they're not going to do it apparently. So they've got everything set up, but they're not going to do it. So obviously I got a bit annoyed. I tried to obviously speak to Cyanide on the forums. To be fair, they did reply to me, so fair dues on that. But he was under the impression there was never going to be one, and when we pointed out, they said they'd change it, they'd take it off, stop the confusion, and about a month later we still haven't done it. So I basically left the Blood Bowl game for a while, went to other games like Fallout 4 and stuff like that, and someone said to me, you know what, why don't you just do your own league, because you can do it, and you obviously like Blood Bowl, and that's probably the best way to do it. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go, and we'll obviously make a league. And obviously, what we need to do is try and get everything what's supposed to be good about Blood Bowl and get into a league and go from there. So I started with a couple of people, and we basically decided on a name. Probably not the most original name, but we really didn't know what to call it. But there you go, Champions of Blood Bowl. So we started off with a couple of teams in there, and then obviously I then went ahead and spent my days off recruiting people, trying to tell them to come and join, and you know, between ourselves can make it into a really good league. And yeah, it's not been going that long. I mean, it's been going about 9 days, and to have all them, I mean, we've got 151 registered teams in the league already. and it's only been, like I said, it's only been going about maybe 9-10 days, and there's a lot of coaches in there. There's absolutely loads of coaches, and there's a lot of good different races as well. When I did a, I don't know if I've got it to hand. When I did, there it is. When I did my last tally count, obviously, and this is other teams have added since then. I mean, Chaos, there was obviously top of 25 teams. Orcs had 17, Skaven 16 teams, Dark Elves 14 teams, Dwarf 15, Lizards 13, Wood Elf 12, and goes on. The only one really with no luck was Humans and Bretonnians. I must admit, I was a bit disappointed with Bretonnians. I thought they'd been a lot better. Or maybe it's just me who can't really manage them very well. But yeah, and you know, it's been good. It's been good. There's been plenty of games being played already today. 6 games being played, and you know, plenty of games, plenty of games, loads of them. So you know, yeah, and there's so many really good coaches in the league, and they're all real nice people. I've spoken to the guy who's top of the leaderboard at the moment, Stunt Andy, fantastic coach. I was lucky to beat with my contract killers, but that was only because they just about killed everything. It was nothing to do with me over coaching him. It was just a bit of luck on my behalf. Jarrod, very good lizard player. If anyone wants to know to play lizards out the box style, Jarrod's your man. Same as Stuntman did. I mean, he's a proper professional. You know, if people want to learn, he's very good. Sniffer as well. He's good. Balwin, he was unlucky in the cup competition yesterday, and again he's a very good player. But you know, I mean, there's a few coaches there, but there's so many different ones there. Chase, another top bloke. Blazer Steel, you know, Gunium, very good players. Gunium, Afrochev, them Decepticons, they were really. I mean, his Decepticons going against my contract killers, and that was a bloodbath. I think there was something like 15 casualties in the game. But you know, fair play to both of us. We both stuck till the end. I mean, the Devil Reject and the KSD, we ended up in a bit of a foul of fun, where we were just basically kicking the living daylights out of each other on the floor every turn, just about, what was hilarious. My mate Bearzo there, whooping Ass's team. You know, he's doing well, and he got a big win against Carlitos Chaos, what I know he's very happy about. So yeah, as you can see, there's loads. J1 Fix, another guy there, another good player, Shake84. So you can see there's so many of us, so many different. So it's not like one play with about 12 teams in it, just try and boost the numbers up. There is absolutely loads of us. You know, it's just good. So you know, so basically, this is basically why I've come back to Blood Bowl, is because obviously PC gets a lull that the consoles usually don't, and you know, I was trying to get it like FOL. Basically, I'm not saying I'd get it as good as FOL, but you know, that was a brilliant thing on the PC. But if we can get something like that and fun, then we're going to do it. So yeah, like I said, there's absolutely loads of teams in there. Now, if you're on the PS4 and you want to join us, feel free. You can use any team you want. So for instance, you know, you can start with a new team, but I must warn you, if you start with a new team, it's really hard. You might come against some really nasty teams out there, and I'm not just about Chaos. I mean, you know, there's even some like nasty elf teams out there, believe it or not. Usually, yeah, personally myself, I won't want to be going lower than 1300, but there has been teams in starting from new, and some of them done all right. But you know, if your team gets destroyed or you're not happy, get rid of them, bring another one in. You can, you know, you don't have to ask me to join. You just put your team in. The only really reason you'd get expelled from the league is if you farmed. Really, and to be fair, I've only had to expel 3 people, and one coach was actually very honest that he'd farmed his 2 teams, and he'd maxed them out to like maxed them quite a lot. He took on 3,700 and said, "I'm sorry, mate, we can't have that, but if you want to create a team and bring him in, that's fair." And there was a guy early on who really was taking the mick, and he had to be kicked. But apart from that, we've done really well, and it's growing all the time. I mean, I haven't done any recruiting really for a couple of days, and people just joining now. What basically is what we want. But yeah, so what we decided to do was start off with a league, and then what we're going to do, the top five ranking teams will get a ticket, and that ticket will go to get you invited to the Big Bash. Now, the Big Bash is at the end of the season, when the league finishes, the 8 ticket holders will play in this absolute, we hope, awesome Big Bash. The winner will receive a PlayStation voucher worth £10. What will then be given to the winner, and I will message them the code so they can use it. So a nice bit of money incentive there, and obviously the kudos of winning the league. While this is going on, obviously we'll have a transfer market. Now, I'll be honest, I've never been in a transfer market, so I have no idea how it works. Thanks for that, Sinad. And you know, we'll see how that goes, but that should be pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited about that. And the way you win one of these tickets is quite simple. You are there, become in the top 5 in the leaderboard. As you can see, there we go. Now, as you might see, there's 2 better move ones in there. What's man? Basically, if I finish in the top 5, then the next player down will get it. So if this was the end of the season, obviously I'm 2nd, 3rd. So 6th place would be Sniffer, and 7th place would be Pride Star. They would get my ticket. The reason for this is obviously I'm playing in the league for fun. But when it comes to the cups where you can win stuff and that, I feel it'd be wrong if I was involved, because I'm the president, so we need someone neutral, and people can't really take me serious if I've got a chance of winning it. So if something came up, an altercation, you know, they might think, oh well, you've given the win to that person because obviously it might be easy to play or benefit you more. Plus, you know, it's like I do really like watching games. I mean, I watched 2 games yesterday. 2 cup games, fantastic games. Went down to the last 10, and it wasn't cage or nothing. It was just from one end to the other, and it was fantastic. So yeah, so the top 5 places get a ticket to the Big Bash, and there is 3 other ways to get the other 3 tickets. So if you're not doing very well in the league and you think there's no way I'm going to get in the top 5, there is another hope, and that basically is these 3 things. Sorry, not that one, this one. So 3 cups. Now this is my personal favourite, and it's the Champions of Chaos. What basically means you have to be a Chaos team to join. Yes, Chaos. Now I'm not a big fan of mirror matches, but Chaos on Chaos is brutal. Some really nasty teams there. We've got Bringing the Boom in there. I made Pride Star there. He's good. Wild Horses, they're an interesting team because they've been in the league for a while. I've not really seen them play, so I can't wait to see them play. And the Apes of Wrath there is pretty good. So you've got 8 teams there, and obviously that just opened yesterday, so they're all ready to go. So that I'm hoping will be complete carnage. But obviously, whoever wins gets themselves, and then video shows here, gets a ticket to the Big Bash. So the winner gets one of the 8 tickets. So there you go. And so that's for Chaos. You're thinking, well, what if I'm an elf? Well, don't worry if you're an elf, because we have the Elfstone Cup, and this is only open to elf teams. So Wood Elves, High Elves, Dark Elves, so any of them you can beat. So again, same procedure, and as you can see, that was an absolute brilliant game. Hubris Rockets versus Midnight Menace. He was really unlucky. Was Balwin. Failed to pick it up double 1. His fireball took nothing out either. So yeah, he was a bit unlucky, but when you're playing probably one of the best top 5 players on Blood Bowl, Stuntman DD, and with a new team as well, I may add, you need some luck, and he didn't get much luck. But it was an absolute brilliant game. And Hubris Racket's going to be hard to beat, although they did lose a few players, so you never know. So that's just started. Now we're hoping to get a few more games there. So that's for your elves. So you've got your Chaos and you've got your elves, and you're thinking, well, I don't play Chaos, I don't play elves. It's a bit not fair. So I did the decision, well, I can't really keep splitting them up, because obviously I wanted a top 5 rankings, and I didn't want the Big Bash to go to 16 teams because that'd be too long. So I decided to do the Great Lustria Cup in Lustria, and that had basically every other teams. So we've only got 7 teams. That's because a team has left because he got beat. As you can see, the Bretonians beat the Orcs in an absolute cracker. Went down to the last 10. Brilliant, absolute brilliant. And we've got obviously another 6 teams there as well. But again, same thing. This one you can be any of the other teams. So if you're not Elf or you're not a Chaos player, you can join this one. And as you can see, so that's that's that. So there's the 3 cups, and only 2 games in, and it's been really good. So I'm trying to basically cater for everybody. In like, if you want to play the ladder, you can play the ladder, and if you want to play knockout cup, you can play knockout cup. And the good thing is you don't have to use a team in the league to play in the cups. But if you do, then you can play it, and if you get knocked out, like Bulbins did, you can go straight back into the ladder, and it's already saved your record, so you just start from the beginning again. So yeah, so that's basically that. So that's basically what our league is. I've got a few other ideas of what to do, especially regarding cups for next season. I've got a really cool idea. I've also got another idea what I've got to sort out with other leagues, what we may be able to do. I know I'm a bit vague, but we'll try and sort something out and see how we go. But you know, like I said, it's only been, our league's not been going on that long, but already we're going from strength to strength, and you know, my basic aim is for us all to have a laugh, all have fun, and just get along and play the game we all enjoy. And if we can have a place for us all to play and not being naff and just doing that all the time for no end goal and stuff, then we can. And one other thing I should tell you is, although it says up there, is I took aging off for main reason. A lot of teams, if they want to concede, they can, or if someone concedes against you, it doesn't make your guy get older. And I just think you can come in this league and mess about and play, and you don't have to worry about your team getting old. And that seemed more popular than keeping aging on. So if you come into the league, your players will get aged. So the only way you'll lose them is by injury. So that's good. The other thing as well, I'm pretty decent at the game. I've been playing it since a long time. Obviously, started like a lot of you in the board games and Games Workshop, and went from on there. So yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully, if you're obviously watching this YouTube bit, I hope I haven't bored you too much. Come along if you're on the PS4. Come and join our league. It's only going to get stronger. And you know, if you're not sure of anything, just send me a message on the PS4, you know, Bernie Buffon, and I'll reply to you as soon as I can, and we'll get you in. And yeah, that's it. I'll speak to you all later on another video, and we'll go from there. Thanks very much. Bye bye.